I usually don't review gadgets outside of audio, but today is the very first day that I'm doing that. This little battery pack has been so much more than just that for me over the past few months, because I needed something that would help me in the field with the work I do for, lights and whatever else, and no battery pack has really cut it. So this has been the only thing after a tremendous amount of research that I've done that actually did come to my aid. So this is of course the stuff Cool Giga, and this is a little unit that I did buy maybe about 3 months ago. And very specifically why I needed this was I do have a Godox light that needs a terrific amount of power to drive it. Every other battery pack I had just wasn't able to do that, and every other battery pack that was this could support in particular was tremendously expensive. So after a lot of research, digging, going through multiple reviews, I came across the Stuff Cool device. Now, I have not really used their stuff before. This is the very first time that I've picked up one of their products. The light I'm talking about in particular is the Godox 100 by light, and this is a very compact little LED light that supports up to 100 watt output. Now, on the field, it's impossible to carry the little power brick, especially when you're not close to any power points. And this little battery pack does claim to have a 65 watt output. So I did pick this up, and it turns out that it does exactly that. But here's one thing you have to keep in mind. If you're looking for something with that kind of power, this does support the 65 watt output out of this little cable that's attached to it. Now, I did think this would fray over time. It's sort of this braided material over it to support it, or should I say to keep it safe. There is very little bit of fraying on this cable, but it's largely held up pretty well. It doesn't look like it's giving up for sure. And this specific cable does give you that 65 watt output. The other two outputs you have is you have a USB-A that does support up to an 18 watt output if you're plugging into an older device with USB-A, and the USB-C output does support up to a 45 watt output. So it can very easily supercharge, or should I say fast charge, most of your devices. I myself prefer using the 65 watt cable because it does a super fast charge for my Samsung, so the top-ups are very quick. Now, I do charge this up as well with a fast charger, and I do that via the USB-C input. It works as input-output, and that also does support a 45 watt input. So that's something to keep in mind. Overall, on a build front as well, I think this is pretty cool because it does have this sort of matte finish on the back and a paint finish on the front. The sides have a slight ridge to them, so it's grippy. It's not going to slip out of your hand very easily. And of course, this little loop works as a little sort of carrying section, and the cable is tight enough because it's sort of anchored into the chassis without a problem. I also do like the contrast they've got with the orange sort of cable ports. It does look quite nice. It's got a nice look to it. And of course, on top, you've got this little button that you can press. Now, when you press that button and nothing's plugged in, it'll show you the battery percentage on the screen of the device. When you plug this into a device that only supports slow charge, that's about all you'll see. In the sense, you just see the number on the screen here. Whereas if you plug into a device that has fast charge, it will get a little green sort of logo over here. And also, if you plug in a fast charger to charge this up, that little green logo will show up. Now, one thing I did find pretty cool while using this was if you do need fast charge and plug into your device, it's cool to do that. But in a situation where you don't want too much juice to go out of this, you can just press the button on top while it's fast charging, press the button on top, and it will disengage from the fast charge and it will give a regular slow speed, or I wouldn't say slow, but a regular input to the device that is charging. To some people, this battery pack is nothing but a battery pack. But all these years that I've been working on the field with cameras and lights and so on, it's become very apparent that life gets difficult with certain battery packs, which it has. The one thing I like about this a lot is this is the same size as my 10,000 mAh battery that I used for quite a while. This is a 20,000 capacity. Now, they do make a larger one, which is a higher capacity at a higher watt output. I think the other one is about 100 watt output and maybe 25,000 mAh, which is that much more. I didn't want that because I knew for a fact I wouldn't be using 100 watt output. I wasn't going to use this light of mine in daylight. In fact, it's the key light that I'm using that's plugged in right now. And the same key light is the one that I've carried around and used with this little battery pack without an issue. I've never really hit the 65 watt output. I've found 30 to maybe 40 watt output to be more than adequate, using it as a fill light if you use the sun as a key light, of course. So yeah, I'd say this thing has been it's become a buddy of mine. It's become a pal that I can really rely on. It's there when I need it. And the amount that I've used it, handing it over to friends to charge up their phones whenever their phones are low, and everyone's very surprised that it charges up very fast. I have charged up my laptop with this a few times. Now, they do claim that it can charge an M1 MacBook from 0 to 90%. I don't think I can challenge that, because something that I have tried is I have gone down to maybe 5 or 8%, and I've plugged it into my laptop and it's gone up to about 70 or 75%, and then this has died. I think more so because I was using the laptop and I was doing a lot of heavy stuff, so it's bound to pull in that much more power. But I think if you plug it into a laptop that's not being used while it's charging, you should easily get that 90%, at least when this is a brand new battery. So anyway, if you do want to buy this for yourself, I would recommend this. It's one of those things you pick up and forget, and you can rely on. So you can buy this from the Stuff Cool website, of course, if you want to. There's no issue with that. But I have myself bought it off Amazon because I did find a better deal, and I think that better deal is still live right now. So this does have an MRP of about 4,999. But on Amazon it's going for about 3,799. This is the Giga 65 watt 2000 mAh power bank. They do have a higher capacity one with a 100 watt output, like I mentioned. That's called the Giga Max 100 watt 25,000 mAh power bank, and that has an MRP of about 5,999. But you can buy that for about 4,998 from Amazon. So I do hope that this video has given you a better understanding for this little battery pack, and I do hope that this product can help you if at all. So if you do want to pick this up, I will leave all the links down below. And of course, if you would like to support the channel, I'm sure you know exactly how to. But of course, thank you for tuning in for some sound advice.